This is Project 12, Class Lesson 27. For this video, you need to complete Self-Study Lesson 26. In this lesson, you will learn how to talk about transport using prepositions of place and movement. You will need your Track 2, Lesson 27, a pen and a working headset.
Do you know? Parts of speech. Noun – іменник. Pronoun – займенник. Verb – дієслово. Phrasal verb – фразове дієслово. Modal verb – модальне дієслово. Adjective – прикметник. Adverb – прислівник, дієприслівник. Article – артикль. Preposition – прийменник. Parts of the sentence. Subject – підмет. Predicate – присудок. Object – додаток. Question word – питальне слово. Auxiliary verb or helping verb. Допоміжне дієслово. Full stop – крапка. Question mark – знак питання. Exclamation mark – знак оклику. Кома – кома. Affirmative sentence – тверджувальне речення. Negative sentence – заперечне речення. Question – питання. I learn English every day. Subject – predicate – object – adverb. Do I learn English every day? I do not learn English every day. Classroom language. Write down. Repeat after me. Read and repeat. Pay attention. Read out loud. Fill in the gaps. Once again. Listen. Read. Check with the keys. Pause the video. Pause. Do. Check. By yourself. Practice.
Listen and repeat. To commute, a commuter, on the commute, crowded, packed, rush hour, traffic jam, to catch a train, a bus, a plane, a ferry. Now your turn. Work with the book. Do task 3. Check with the keys. Keys. Hello, I'm Veronica. I'm a teacher. I commute twice or 3 times a day. I often go by metro and I never catch a bus because I hate traffic jams. What about you? How do you usually commute? Work with the book. Do task 1 and 2. Check with the keys.
Listen and match the speakers with the pictures. Speaker 1.
How do you get to work?
I work in London and I live in Luton. Every morning on a working week, I catch a 5:30 a.m. train packed with commuters just like me. And it's awful. The train is usually so crowded that you don't get a seat. Speaker 2. How do you usually commute?
I get to work by bicycle. It's healthy and cheap.
Speaker 3. How do you usually commute to work?
I live in North Vancouver and I work in downtown. So every morning I take a sea bus.
Sea bus, what's that?
It's a ferry. The trip only takes 12 minutes, but the view of the water and the city is absolutely beautiful.
Speaker
4.
How do you usually get to work?
I commute by car. In the rush hour, the traffic is really bad. Traffic jams are everywhere. So I leave home half an hour earlier. And I listen to some audiobooks on the commute, so it's okay.
Work with the book. Do task 4. Check with the keys. I commute from home to work by metro. Usually it is very hot in it because it is extremely crowded. So, we use prepositions at, in, on, from and to when we talk about place and movement. Let's look closer. Pay attention. We use preposition at with the events and places where people do something specific. For example, at the party, I bumped into the old friend of mine, and we arranged to meet at the cinema the following day. Pay attention. If we talk about movement, we use prepositions from and to. For example, I go from home to work by metro. And now, work with the book, do tasks 8 and 9. Check with the keys. Work with the book. Do task 10. Write down 10 sentences about the location of objects or people. For example, my keys are in my hands. My ring is on my finger, and my friend is at the university now. This was lesson 27. Continue to self-study lesson 28. This was brought to you by Project 12. Track 2, lesson 27. Continue to self-study lesson 28.